The Beginnings. Story 6. Cain and Abel offered to God. Taken from Genesis chapter 4, verses 1 through 16. Eve's joyful comment at the beginning of this story at the birth of her firstborn son seems to echo God's promise of a coming Redeemer in the previous story. But as we will see, Eve's hopes for her firstborn son fall dreadfully short. Both Cain and his brother Abel appear to be adults when the events of this story take place. Both boys have also chosen a profession. When Abel's choice is discussed, it should be noted that neither mankind nor the animals ate meat at this time in history. The eating of meat is not introduced until years later. However, apparently God is still interacting directly with mankind during this time, because, like their parents, both boys seem familiar with God's presence. Cain and Abel are both mentioned a few other times in the Bible, but in each case, this story is the basis for what is said. However, it is Jesus himself who reveals that Abel was a prophet. Interestingly, the Garden of Eden is also mentioned in this story. And so the story of Adam and Eve continues.
Adam had relations with Eve, his wife, and she conceived and gave birth to Cain. And Eve said, I've gotten a man from the Lord. And she gave birth again, this time to Cain's brother, Abel. Abel became a shepherd, and Cain was a cultivator of the ground. At a certain time, this happened. Cain brought some of the fruit from the ground as an offering to the Lord, and Abel also brought an offering. He brought from the firstborn sheep of his flock, and some fat from the sheep. And the Lord showed respect to Abel, and to Abel's offering, but to Cain, and to his offering, the Lord did not show respect. Now Cain was furious, and the expression on his face dropped down. And the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you so angry? And why is your expression fallen? If you do well, won't you be accepted? And if you don't do well, sin is lying at the door. To you will be his desire, and you shall rule over him." And Cain talked with his brother Abel. Then afterwards, when they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. And the Lord said to Cain, "Where is Abel, your brother?" And Cain said, "I don't know. Am I the one who's supposed to watch over my brother?" And the Lord said, "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood is crying to me from the ground. And now you are cursed from the ground, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. Now when you cultivate the ground, it will no longer give its produce to you. You will be a fugitive and a wanderer in the earth." And Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is greater than I can bear. Look now, you have driven me out this day from the face of the ground, and I will be hidden from your face, and I'll be a fugitive and a wanderer in the earth. So it's going to happen that everyone that finds me will kill me." And the Lord said to Cain, "Because of that, whoever kills Cain, vengeance will be taken on him 7 times over." And the Lord put a mark upon Cain to prevent anyone who found Cain from killing him. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord, and lived in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden.
The Beginnings. Story 6. Cain and Abel offered to God. Taken from Genesis chapter 4, verses 1 through 16.